Hey everyone, Hans Sugren here. Hope everyone's doing well. Today I want to begin with how I would answer the next question. What is the meaning of life? My answer to that is the meaning you give to it. The sum of your actions should give you the meaning of your life, should tell you the meaning of your life. I'm not gonna go into detail. And I've noticed though that in the past few years, many people that I know, and actually also many that I do not know, but I observe on the internet, that they are still in the exact same place as they were 5 years ago. And I do not mean like literally the same house. I'm talking about the ideology that they follow, the way of thinking. And is it a compliment? Not really. Because I see no growth in those people. And that lack of growth and hanging on to vehicles, ideological vehicles, religious vehicles, in all those years has done nothing for them. But still they hang on to them because one day it's all magically going to pay off. That they were sitting on their ass for 5 years doing nothing with their life. The meaning of their life is far to be found. Except if there are people who will find joy that on their gravestone it's going to read, well, he thought up a lot of good things. And who would even be able to know, because he or she never acted on them. And as reality would have it, if you're not dealing with it, if you're not embracing it, whether you like it or not, that stays in the middle. Reality will have you run with your face straight in a wall. And now a time has come, I suppose, in the greater public sphere of the world, when reality is about to do as such. There's a lot of people who have already at this point ran with their face in that wall, and they came out quite unscathed for now. Still many others who in their, you might say, mounting panic, with the realization perhaps that the last few years of their lives have meant nothing, because all they did was just hope for something, for someone else to pick the coals out of the fire. They come to the realization that, oh, I've done nothing, and now time of whatever is nigh, and here I am, still sitting on the same couch, having accomplished nothing. Or even worse, some who are actually betraying their own, betraying friends and family and themselves, because they also were doing nothing. They refused to listen to those who actually wanted them to have better, to be better people. But also they, some of them people I know, who have turned coat, so to say. And for shame on them for abandoning the people that care about them, the people whose time they've spent, they have wasted. But that is life, I suppose. There's always going to be those who do that. Nonetheless, I see a lot of holding on to falling, dying ideologies, and you might say organized religions too. And it has not done anything for them in the last 4 or 5 years or longer. And now they're panicking. Now they're panicking. Oh no, all this fantasizing and doing nothing is gonna catch up to me. What do I do? and a lot of and panic is not a good counselor. Let's put it like that. So what what I'm suggesting to people is who are feeling afraid and angry and don't know where to go, what to do, who to talk with. If you see this video, calm down, take a breath, have 5 minutes of honesty with yourself. Realize that you've been wrong and what you were striving to achieve, what you were hoping that was going to be achieved for your sake by others, it's not gonna happen, not before you yourself do what you think is the right thing. So, with whatever skills you have, whatever talents you have, go out there and do the right thing yourself, or do it from your home. I don't really care myself. And you're gonna have to accept that whatever is going to happen from then on is going to happen. Doesn't mean you need to get yourself in any trouble. In fact, stay away from trouble if you can. But come at least to the realization that there are people out there who really want to achieve things, who want to do what is right, who are already doing what is right with what little meager means they have. And if enough people actually just join up, a lot of good things may just happen. And a moment of humility, I suppose, wouldn't go wrong for a lot of people either. To actually dare question themselves. And actually stop putting themselves before anyone else, or their own petty wants and whims. I guess I think that's the main video right now. And surround yourself with good people. People you can trust, you can build on. It's actually something you should have been doing for years, but some of you, from what I can tell, don't want to be too judgmental, because there are definitely people who did act well, who were wise in their actions, who surround themselves with good people, and they can now, act more so than those that didn't. But if you're one of those, and there are plenty out there, who now feel that, oh boy, it's finally going to catch up to me. It doesn't need to. But the vehicle you're sitting in, that's going right for that wall you're about to get smacked by, maybe it's time to press the button and eject before you're in that crash. And once you're out, who knows, maybe there may be others with vehicles who do work, and they may actually just be like, jump in, come along with me. Yeah, I know you don't like me, but at least with me, you can continue, we can continue, and maybe you'll end up liking me after all. Not everyone will be able to do that, but that is their problem. Those who will, I think, will have far happier lives. And far more satisfying lives too in the end. And actually have given their lives meaning. It's perhaps also not easy, because many probably will realize that, the past X amount of years of my life have been a waste, because I've been spending it hoping for something to happen that will save me, and I myself did nothing. And now I have to come to the realization that all those years before, I could have been doing something. Life was easier to achieve things. But those years are not gonna come back. The years ahead of you, you can still make those your own. Or I guess you can waste those too. It's your call. Life only goes in one direction. So I know, yeah, for the wise and intelligent out there, I think it makes sense that at least make use of the years ahead of you. No matter how young or old you are. Now, there's a lot of people who are also being disillusioned, and that's actually, I would argue, perhaps a good thing. Disillusioned about their fantasies, disillusioned about the world that they were living in is not as they thought it was after all. Yeah. I guess some people can only deal with reality when it's basically slapping them in the face. It's a bit of a pity, but I guess that's what we got. Is there something else I can add to this, all of this? There is still so much good that can happen, no matter how much bad will happen. It's not a one-way street where everything is always going to be bad and nothing good happens, or the other way around. It's in the beginning of it's always going to be a mixture of both. Just look at history. The most terrible events could have been going on, but even the people who were right in the middle of that, they had friends, they had family, they had people that supported them. They, for whatever fate came to them in the end, they at least got something out of life for themselves too. At least go for that, if nothing else. That's what I would suggest to everyone. And who knows? Maybe one day you will do something amazing. No matter how your years were before in life, you'll be remembered for it. Maybe some will have those heroic deaths that they have been talking about for years, and others will have, will live on in fame and what you might call glory, I suppose. And live on to live happy long lives after all. But those who do nothing, yeah, they will have nothing, and they wouldn't deserve anything anyways. Yeah. Think that's the long and short of it. And now what I would suggest in the first place is be tough for others. Tough in a good sense. Be exemplary. Yeah, that's a better word. Be exemplary to others. There's going to be many people now who are going to look for direction. Do the right thing. Be brave. You can only be that when you're afraid. Anything else? Yeah, be strong. And use your head. Be wise in your actions. And encourage others to be the same. And things will be alright. That's how our people has always been. In times of struggle. No matter what happens in the struggle itself, in the end we always come through. But that can only be when enough of us do the right thing and act. Alright, now with that said, I think I've said my piece on such. So it's, maybe real quickly. Will this video one day be outdated? I hope so. For good reasons. But let's pretend for a moment that 100 years or 200 years from now people are still watching this video. You know what, I'll speak to those people too, just in case, right? If you in your lifetime have been going through great anxiety, depression, stress, what have you, the world around you is in turmoil, and you don't know where to go or what to do, start with yourself. And know that you have responsibilities. Those responsibilities will give you guidance in being a good person if you embrace them. If you abandon the responsibilities, you're gonna be rudderless. And guess what? No matter how bad it gets, there's always room for a smile. So, yeah, that's for everyone. Be it people who are alive during this video being made, and maybe for those a few centuries later, who knows? You never know how that works out. But yeah, with all of that said, you all enjoy your day, and talk to you soon. Bye bye.